Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Rose. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Karen. Hello, Amy. Hello, Mari. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Kate. Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. Hello, Luann. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everybody is having a good day so far. What is today? A good Tuesday. I couldn't think of the day. I know, it's not surprising, but I could not think of the day. Oh, thanks, Rose. Look, it's spooky in here now. Look how fun. And look at this guy. Hold on, how do I turn him on? Isn't he cool? It's real spooky here in the Brutus and Rose studio now, which is my favorite. I wish it could be this all year round. Is this stencil? I'm not sure what you mean, Amy. This stencil video is for 3 new stencils that are launching today, because Tuesday is when we launch new products. So we have, thank you, we have 3 new stencil products launching tonight. Oh, that's awesome. Where did you go for the signing, Amy? That's a lot of fun. I love that. I love that. Okay, so number 1, I have on my list to thank all of you for an incredible kickoff to the pumpkin patch. We already went through 1/3, which is wild to me, 1/3 of our pumpkin patch allotment. But don't worry, I ordered more pumpkins because I was a little nervous that we were going to go through the pumpkins super quick, and we went through the pumpkins super quick, but that's okay. That is okay because we have more on the way. That is okay. The book I picked up in the second bookstore. Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Avery and Harper. Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Luann, you'll have to bring them up to see the windows in real life. I bet they would love the Halloween windows. All right, so let's go ahead and head down to the table because we have a couple of things. The team has given me all sorts of things down here on the floor for us to discuss. And so that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and flip to the downside view, and let's take a look at what we have. All right, looks like I wiggle wommed the camera again, but that's okay, we'll fix that. All right, everyone. So first and foremost, let's talk about what should we talk about first? Let's talk about the subscriptions, because we have not shown the full subscription box yet, and I saw there was a couple messages about that, so let's show what's in there, okay? Howdy. I know you can't say when. Can you say tomorrow is not your Simon Says Stamp Day? I'm on a plane and trying for a backup plan. Isis, my dear friend, I cannot tell you that tomorrow is not the Simon Says Stamp Day, and that's all I'll say. That's all I will say, is that I can't tell you that tomorrow is not our Stamptember Day. That's all I'll say. That's it. Okay. So let's open this up and let's take a look at what you get this month for the Funky Florals Inspiration Box. So this is our Inspiration Box. We do this every month. This month is no different. And all I'll say is that if you are a fan of Brutus Monroe, you will definitely want to tune in to me, Christopher Allen, tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time on this channel right here. All right? Okay. So let's talk about this Funky Florals box because it is a whole lot of fun. I think you're gonna have a whole lot of fun with it. I had a whole lot of fun with it, and we still have about 2 weeks to play around with it, which makes me very happy. So, number one, we have the Funky Florals card panels. So, these card panels, we do these in every single box. They are foil reactive, but we did something a little bit different in this one, and we learned something really cool when we were doing some of our foil testing. And that is something that can happen with the grayscale. So you may not be familiar with what the grayscale is, but you can see here that we have some gray leaves in the background. So as we were experimenting around with this, we've discovered that the gray areas will not foil. So we are now doing all sorts of different cool testing with colors and grayscale and things like that, where you will be able to foil only certain portions of what. You know what? Let me plug in my fuse machine so I can show you exactly what I mean. It's a really cool thing, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I learned and figured it out by accident, but yeah, it's a really cool technique. So these are the first panels, and actually I don't know where my I don't know where my transfer sheet went, so we may have to just run this through willy-nilly, which is okay. I mean, it's not ideal, but dear sweet Heather came in and cleaned out my studio, which I'm oh so grateful for, but I don't know where my foiling things went. Oh, I've had this fuse for a long time. This is the purple one. It doesn't look purple. It's a very light lilac, but yeah, I've had this one for a while. So if Heather pops in, which I'm not sure if she will, she might be able to tell me where they are. But I do want to show you what I mean, because it's probably very confusing to you of, like, what the heck is he talking about? Like, what intarnation is he talking about? Yes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the new one got launched today. So let me go ahead and cut out some of this foil. These are the panels that you're going to get, but just pretend that I'm not sending it through the way that I'm going to send it through. But I've done a lot of foiling, and this is the Brutus Monroe. This is the static, the gold static. I am using whatchamacallit, I am using the roll because I'm the luckiest guy in the world, and I get a roll sent to me. Isn't that cool? I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Alright, so I am going to just grab a piece of old printer paper to send this through with. This is just a sample of one of the a sample of one of the papers. That's how the samples come over to me. Alright, so we're gonna still not. You know, I'd be much more prepared had I known that I was going to send this through. But was like, let's just send it through to show you. We will just send it through. All right. So while we're waiting for that to go through, we'll look at the other panels. So we have these really, really cool doodly panels. Then we have these ones that are like faux flowers that you could put some flowers inside of. I'm going to show you that in a card on Thursday. Then we have the one that I'm sending through right now. And then we have this really cool, really, really cool doodled flowers. I loved it, Nikki. We're going to flip this over and do it one more time just because we're not using the actual piece here. Isn't it cool, Mari? I love it. I loved it. All right. Whoops, that's running right into my Stanley. That's not going to help the situation. Oh, it works at fountain pens. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad you tried that. All right, let me move this out of the way. And let's pop this out so I could show you exactly what I meant. Oopsies. There we go. So see how it foiled. Let me show you here. So see how it foiled. Let me zoom in. It foiled the top layer, but it did not foil the bottom layer. Isn't that cool? So you still have some of the imagery that is not foiled. Just a kind of a new technique that we're doing that I thought was really cool. So there's that. All right, so there's the cards. Zoom out so we can take a look at the rest of the box. So there's our cards. Then we have this really, really cool stencil. This stencil works with, oh, Betsy, you're going to love this. You're going to love this box. So this stencil works with this stamp. Not like that, though. Hold on. There we go. So see how that fits perfectly on top of there? And this inspiration box is still available. I don't know for how much longer because there's not a whole lot available. But you can see on this card that I made here, see how I stenciled perfectly on the top of there? Very mindful, very demure. I don't know if anybody watches TikTok, but so you can see if I zoom in here, this is what I did here. So we went ahead and stamped this with this stamp, and then I took this stencil, popped that on top of the stamped flowers, and then stenciled it, and then there we go. Now we have that beautifully stenciled, whoops, really zooming in, beautifully stenciled background. Okay, and it was very, very easy to do. But also with this gigantic stamp set that you get that says, "Happy birthday, I'm here for you. Thank you for always making me smile. You're a true friend. Let's celebrate today. You make me smile." You get this giant stamp here that fits with that. But look at this giant die set that you get. And the best part of this is if you love the idea of all of these flowers, but you want to cut them all out at once, and you don't want to fussy cut them out or cut out one, look at this. This fits on top of here, and it cuts them all out at one time. I love it. It cuts them all out at one time. And what I would suggest doing, so this is what I would suggest doing, if you don't mind taking my suggestion. So what I would suggest is grabbing yourself a piece of paper. Let me just going to grab myself a piece of Not Your Mama's because that's going to hold up. That's going to hold up really well over the test of, or over time. So let me just grab myself a piece of Not Your Mama's, and I'm just going to cut it right in half. We'll just eyeball it. I'd say that's a pretty good eyeball. I guess I've been making cards for a while. So I would take this, and then I would take your die, okay? Take your die, grab yourself a little bit of pixie tape or whatever you're using. Pop that down. Soon it's going to be some Monroe tape. Send this through. Let me pull this out to show you. Oh, something just fell right. Oh, no. It was sucking behind my lawnmower. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. I don't know where it fell to. I'll have to look for it tomorrow. But anyway, so let me peel this off of here. And a whole bunch of these pieces are going to automatically fall out. Because that's the way it works. See all these little flowers that fall out? This is a great set to have. But I want to show you something. So, when all these pieces fall out, I thought ahead, and again, thought ahead for myself and hope that you like it too. And I created a border. So what you can do is you can take all of these flowers and you can color them. You can do all sorts of different things with them if you want. And then you can put this border on the outside of them. But look at all of these flowers that you get from one send through. I mean, it's great. So yes, so you can do an inlay, but I did it so that it cuts around them as well. So you'll see there's going to be lots of really cool cards across. But also, what I would suggest doing is keeping this, and when you stamp your stamp out, actually I should probably have kept this on our backer sheet here. So when you stamp this out, place this on the background, okay? Like so you can see how it's going to cut them all out, and then put your die on top of this, and then cut it out. Does that make sense? So you can really see, but you can see they line up absolutely perfectly. I mean, I was mucho obsessed with making sure that worked correctly. All right, so I'm going to put all of this back in here. That is the incredible stamp that you are receiving in this inspiration box. Let me pop my die in here, and I'm also going to pop might as well pop my stencil in there because we're going to be using that with the stamp die. And then I'm also going to pop this inlay in there because when we already cut one out, why cut another one out? We have one then ready to go. Okay, so that is the stamp and die. Then let's talk about the cardstock real quick. So you are going to get 5 card bases. We always give you 5 of the pre-cut, pre-scored card bases, okay? And you are going to receive a beautiful sheet of our aubergine, lagoon, and the gingerbread, and then this stunning pew pew paper, as the kids are calling it. And then you're also going to receive our brand new, Betsy Burge is going to love this paper pack. I don't know if Betsy's still here, but Betsy, if you are, you're going to love it. So this is the Funky Florals paper pack. It goes with Harvest Lunchbag, Scarlet Phone Book, Raven, and Midnight. And we'll start with the first 6. And then we'll go to the next 6. So here's the A side. And you can see they perfectly match the They perfectly match the background or the stamp. So there we go. So that is what the paper looks like. Beautiful. And again, if you take a look at the back side of the paper pads, it always shows you everything. And then if we flip it over, you now get this really cool dynamic back piece that includes all of the different colors or the different patterns all together. Hello, Donna T. Crafting. So that is this month's inspiration box. I love it. I love it. I love it. They do not match the dies. No. Nope, nope, nope. I thought that would be a little too redundant. But that doesn't mean you can't cut them out, you know, with the die and still have a really, really cool background. So that is the inspiration box for this month. All right. So let's go ahead and pop that back inside of our box here. And that's what you get this month for $34.99. Just the stamp and die alone, I believe, is $49.99. So grab it while you can. All right, let's talk about the stencil of the month, because the stencil of the month this month, because it's Stencil Palooza, had to be something spectacular, had to be something that was so different than anything that we've ever done before, and that is where Circle of Life came in. So this is the stencil of the month this month. We have had a lot of attention on this particular stencil. I think simply because this stencil has been so incredibly popular, because it is so incredibly different. So I think that sure is a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, good, Nikki. Please post a picture of what you make. So again, this is called Circle of Life. You could still purchase this separate. You forgot the little garb. Good. Oh my goodness, I did. Hold on. That is a beautiful new glitter, and this is the new tangerine glitter. Isn't she purty? Isn't she purty? That is that. Okay. Oh yes, it is very delicate. Very, very delicate. Okay. Also, they've given me these things to tell you what is available outside of the box. You can get more of the card panels. They come just like so. Hi, Rose. I use Barely Art Glue is what I use mostly for my glitter. And then the Funky Florals is also available separately. So they just put that in there so I don't forget to tell you. Also available for a separate purchase if you are a lover of the Brutus Monroe washi sheets, which I know most of you are because these fly out every single month. These are the Funky Fall washi sheets. As you know, they come like so. They are pre-printed for you, and all you have to do is peel it up, and you have your piece of washi. I've used this so many times. We are using these twice in the Fall into Holiday event that's coming up. Those boxes start shipping Thursday for next weekend. Not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend, and we sure are going to have a lot of fun. Okay, there's still some spaces left on there, but you have to sign up by Thursday. So those are the Funky Fall washies. Then for this month's Stamp Club, we have, oh yes, that comes out I think in 3 weeks. We have the Butterfly Smile. So you can see here it says, "You make me smile." It has a little butterfly on it. And then if you're in Stamp Club Plus, you get the Butterfly Smile die. And you'll see that I've started to make the dies a little bit tighter to the images. That's something that we heard back in a survey, that you wanted our images to be a little bit tighter, a little bit less white room around the edges. So that's what we did for you. So that's what that looks like. And of course it says, "You make me smile." All right. Then we have the Glistening Leaves embossing powder. This is so beautiful. As always, if you get the embossing powder of the month, it does come flat. The only reason we do it flat is so that if someone orders this and this, we don't have to put it in a box. Because if we had to put it in a box, then we would have to charge you extra shipping. So this is the Glistening Leaves embossing powder and the embossing powder of the month. Hope you love it as much as I do. Then, last but not least, we have the die of the month. This month's die of the month is called You Are Loved, and it is a majestically magical and huge die set. So I was taking a drink. That's what it looks like. $15 is what it costs for you to get this. $15 monthly, or $20 if you are buying it just a one-off. Still, $20 for this is a great deal. I mean, this is a huge die set. And that's what it looks like when it's done. It says, "You Are Loved." Okay, so that is the die of the month. Okay, then last but not least, I get so excited when they bring this down to me. If you are not Team Peek for the Scoozies candy box, please turn away. If you do like to peek at the Scoozies candy box before you purchase it, I think we only have a handful left for this month. Then come on and peek away. So, in this month's kit, you are getting the Sour Grumpy Bears in Blue Raspberry. These are a Care Bears exclusive candy. You always get 3 Scoozies gummies. So this month you are getting the lips. These are so good. These are made by Jelly Belly. Oh my goodness. You are getting these are the coffee beans. And then you're getting the Aqua Pigs, which everybody loves. You are going to get a buttered popcorn taffy from Jelly Belly. This is so good as well. You are going to get a whole pack of green apple fruities. You are going to get some of the coolest things in town. This is the candy cigarettes. This is the bubble gum. And then last but not least, these are the popping candy with candy coating. So this, just so you know, this has it's really, really cool because it has like this chocolatey taste to it. Even though it's strawberry shortcake, they're like coated. So that is the candy box for this month. So many delicious candies. And I think this is a really big bag of these. So that is the box this month. So I would highly suggest for you to get your hands on it while you can. It has been super, super popular. And then tomorrow we launch the college Scoozies box. I think it's called the Collegiate box. It's $35, and we ship out something to someone that you missed that is away at school or camp or wherever it may be. That $35 includes the shipping, and I think that it's going to go over really, really well, because if there's someone that you love and someone that you miss, that is going to be available for you to send to them. And I got that idea from my mama, because my mama always used to send stuff over to our little college folk, and I love that. Heather Collins, where exactly did you put the grid mats that you found? She grabbed me grid mats, but I don't know where she put them. Have I gone cuckoo? So I thought it would be fun, and we'll send them a little note, and I think they'll love it. What do you think? All right. Question. Is glistening leaves so I just added to my cart and it said something was out of stock. I am not sure. Let me take a look. Oh, I see them. Glistening leaves might be out of stock. Let me take a look for you real quick. Oh. Yep, hold on. I'll fix it. All right, I fixed it. It's fixed. You should be able to just refresh. All right, so let's talk about, and I want to talk about these quick because you guys have already almost sold us out of our initial run of these. We literally did not even show them yet. So thank you to everybody that's gone kind of wild and purchasing this already. We appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually tape this grid down because we're going to be doing quite a bit of stenciling. So, and these are the new stencils that just became available. So we're going to do a quick card with each of these. So this one is Wicked. This one is 'Tis the Season. And this one is Pumpkin Spice. We're going to do Pumpkin Spice first because I have been dying to do this Pumpkin Spice one since I designed it. So let's go ahead and pop down a little bit of removable adhesive. Well, we're going to, oh, I didn't put any, almost nothing on there. There we go. Pop this kind of right in the center there. And we are going to do some wonderful stenciling. I've been doing so much stenciling this month, but I love the stenciling. Okay, so let me actually, give me one moment. I'm going to put up a little cheat sheet on our, I am going to put a little color cheat sheet. There are so many of you that have already purchased this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We sure do appreciate it. This one is called Pumpkin Spice. And I need a little cheat sheet. Whoopsies. Oh, but might not let me. Hold on. All right, well, I'm just going to keep my cheat sheet up on the screen here with me. I'm not going to be able to show you the cheat sheet because for some reason it is not allowing me. Hold on. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I have my little cheat sheet up on the screen, and that's what I'm going to go with, okay? I'm going to go with my little cheat sheet first. So we're going to start with a deep yellow. Okay. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to center this right in the center. And of course, as always, I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to mark it here. But I did bring my eraser in today. Okay. So we're going to start with a deep, deep yellow, but I'm also going to start with some pixie spray. Because these are some fine letters here, so I don't want to mess it up. All right, so the first thing we need is a deep, deep yellow. So I'm going to use Over the Moon for our first one. And again, it's not going to look like much now, but I promise you it will once we get it all zhuzhed in. Is everybody having a good Tuesday so far? No problem. It took me 2 seconds because it actually, there's a report, and the report was, that was the first thing that popped up on the out of stock report. So it was really easy for me to swap it over. Not a problem. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to first blend our, we're going to blend our very first color here, and that is with the Over the Moon is the first one that we've used. Next, we're going to use Psych because we want for our next, I like to swirl. I mean, it's completely up to you though. And then next, for our next stencil that says Need and Pumpkin, we are going to do a, actually, let's do our next one. Let's do the All, okay? And you don't have to do it necessarily in this order. It's completely up to you. But, so there are our first words there. Doesn't that look cool? All right, so now we're going to, again, grab a little bit of Pixie spray. We're going to place this just like so. That looks good to me. And now we're going to do a lighter yellow. And this one is Psych, which is a much, much brighter yellow. I don't know, Heather must have stacked, she must have stacked some embossing powders over there like 10 high, because they keep, all I keep hearing is embossing powders falling down. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on over there? All right, so there we go. And we're getting a little bit off here because I'm a little bit off a tiny bit, but that's okay. Because we're going to we would trim this down normally anyway. So there is the All. Okay, so I promise you, stick with me. This will say something when we're done with it, I promise. And now we're going to do for our Need and Pumpkin, we're going to do a really pretty orange. Okay. So we're going to do a lighter orange first, like Guppy. And then we're going to do a much deeper orange like Roar for our last one. And we can use the same pad here, or the same brush. Just make sure you start with the lighter one first. And I've been having so much fun designing stencils this month. I don't know what I'm going to do when I don't have to design. I will have designed 50 stencils this month. Can you believe it? 50. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. Oh, did I misorder something? Looking at the layering stencil. Yes, this launch today. We have 3 new layering stencils. They're going out in an email in a little bit, so you'll be able to see it a little bit more up close and personal. But that is Guppy. So let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Sunshine. And remember, I did all the hard work for you, so you don't have to worry about figuring out how to line this up or how to do any of that, because I did all of the hard work of lining it up and figuring out how it goes. Did you find it? Or did you find them, I guess I should say? They should be in the news section. It may take a minute for them to pop up there. But this one's called Pumpkin Spice. And there you go. How fun is that? I mean, right? It took us seconds to put this together. I'm going to use my eraser to get rid of those pencil lines. There we go. And this could really just be a background, right? You could just use this as a background for your, like for put it in a frame on a little side desk or something like that, or a little credenza, if you will. Yeah, I like funky. I've really been into funky this month. So there is that. So let's go ahead and we're gonna trim off just a tiny little bit, like 1/8 of an inch, all the way around. Literally, that's all we're cutting off because we don't want to lose too much of our beautiful background here. I'll just do a little bit off at the top here, just a tiny bit. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll put this on a card base once we're done. Once we are done with what is the die of the month, Susan Thompson. Hold please one moment, my friend. The die of the month is this. It says, "You are loved." Isn't that cool? Oh, we could do that. Let's do that at the very end, once we have it on our card base. How about that? Yeah, let's do that at the very end, once we have it on the card base. Because then oh, hold on one moment. We can match it up. Okay. After we put it on the card base. Hold on, everyone. Our dear sweet Penny is jet setting, so she's not here to help us out tonight. So let me look for it for you. We might go over a little bit tonight, but that's okay. Oh, that would be because the servers last synced 5 hours ago. So that would be why it's not showing you them at the very beginning. Bear with me one moment, everybody. I apologize. I'm going to get it fixed up for us, though. You should hit 75. Oh, my goodness. We've already hit 75. I usually design about 12 stencils a month. This month is just Stencil Palooza. So because of that, we had to design 30 stencils right out of the gate. Let me make a quick collection here. Okay. Here we go. All right, now we have a collection. So you can easily grab them. There you go, my friends. Can you see that? Let me post it again just in case. There is tonight's collection. Got it? All right. I was going to say some people are seeing it. All right. So that's the first one. Now let's do the holiday one, shall we? This one's just 2 colors, but you can do it in multiple colors, and I'm going to show you how in just 1 second. So this is the 'Tis the Season. Okay. Grab our little removable adhesive. Remember, I said if you don't have one of these, get one because you are going to wonder whatever you did without having a removable adhesive tape runner. All right, so that is that. Let's grab our pencil again. Mark our areas again with a light line. You could do a heavier one if you want, but today we're using a light hand. And for the 'Tis in the Season, we are going to do 'Tis with red. So what I'm going to suggest doing is taking this and we're just going to mask off just this portion here. And it's so easy to do that because, again, we're literally just taking a piece of tape and going right over top of it, okay? Oh, I love that. All right, so we're going to start with my favorite red from Simon. And this is the Bee Sting color. And again, remember, you can do so much with stencils. Oh no, I didn't stick that one down well enough. That's okay. That should fix it. I didn't put enough pixie spray on my little S portion there, but that should be okay. So now we have our 'Tis. And what I would suggest doing is I would suggest taking a paper towel or a microfiber cloth and just wiping this pretty clean before going in with your next color. And we are going to do a yellow. Oopsies. I pulled that one up too. Getting a little rough with my stenciling. That's so funny because Miss Tailored Expressions herself said, "Christopher, you're a very aggressive blender." I said, "How dare you?" How dare you? Oh, I just bought a whole bunch of transparent Post-it notes. That's funny you would mention that. All right, so right here where I just had issues, we're going to do a little tippity-tappity there because I don't want to run into more issues. I really need to re-ink. I know we say this all the time, but really need to re-ink this pad. Maybe we'll do some cookie dough instead. We'll mix the two. I bought my transparent Post-it notes actually at Walmart. They were on sale from back to school. And actually, Rob was obsessed with them. He used to always be like, will you get me transparent Post-it notes? I said, what the heck is a transparent Post-it note? And then I discovered what they were, and then I bought them every time I saw them for him. And now I use them. All right. So we're going to go in and finish up some of our, because this is making it more of a gold hue, which I really like. All right, so now we have the season to do. So let's go ahead and peel this off of here. See how bad our S turned out. I think it might be okay. But yeah, it's just fine. So now we have tis in season. And now let's do our the. So if you place it down right on your little areas there, we'll be able to do the. So let me look at my cheat sheet. I know, I can't wait for the unboxing tonight. I'll be watching. So we're going to do the in green. So we'll just do a tiny bit of masking here. Not much, really. All right, so we're doing the in a deep green. So I'm going to use for that the fake plant. It's one of my favorite greens from Simon. Okay, and again, we're going to go in and remove that. And then this gives us the opportunity to make this a different color if we would like, with an undertone. So we can do that with some gold or some green. Completely up to you. Okay, so we're going to do red for all of these guys. Well, no, for the ones at the bottom. I accidentally hit the wrong button. So we're going to do red for the bottom portion, and then we're going to do some gold. Do I have my gold glitter glaze? Let's see. I wanted to use gold glitter glaze, but I did not request gold glitter glaze for the demo, so I might not have any down here. Nope, I don't. We're just going to use red for the whole thing. It's okay. Won't hurt a single thing. Just need to make sure we mask off our the. And remember, again, you don't have to get into all this if you don't want to. You don't have to mask it. You can do it all the same color if you want. It's not going to hurt my feelings. If you want to do it all the same color instead of masking it off, you can. I just love to, I'm like, why not? I mean, it gives us so much more opportunity to do different things that why not mask it off, right? All right, so we're going to do this in the bee sting. And again, like I said, if you want to go in and you want to add glitter glaze, if you want to add gems and sequins, which you know we're going to add some gems and sequins, you can do whatever you would like. It's completely up to you. You create your own ending, but I just designed this so that you could mix and match and add colors and add shading and do whatever you would like, okay? So now we can go ahead and peel this off. We still have our mask on there, but that's not going to hurt anything. And now we have our tis the season. I mean, how simple and fun is that? Oh yes, make sure if you are taking the SCT, tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is the last day for us to guarantee shipping to you before my class. Okay, I'm going to post that in the group after the unboxing tonight. So that is our very simple and very easy "'Tis the Season." So now what I'm going to do is I want to take a little bit of this cookie dough, and I'm just going to go around the outside of this. And that's going to give us, so it won't just look like it's just a white piece of paper. Do you know what I mean? It's going to give us a little bit of decadence, if you will, so that it doesn't just look like, and you can do this on a multitude of projects where you just add a little bit of shading right around the outside, and it isn't as stark, and see how it just gives it so much more dimension. I love that. We could do the same thing on this one if you want. I like how graphic this one looks. Somehow I got stuff on it somehow, but see how that just becomes so dynamic? Isn't that fun? I love it. Oh, good, 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 good. All right, so that is our "'Tis the Season." All right, and then we have one more to do. All right, had to go grab it because I put it clear across the room. All right, look at me how aggressively I'm. Yes, we just restocked the bundle. This year the bundles went out much quicker than last year. Last year we were a bit overwhelmed, to say the least. Not that we weren't overwhelmed this year with the amount of people that ordered it, but we were more prepared this year, I guess I will say. Scrapbook and cards today. All right, so there's that. Now fun. Now, last but not least, probably one of my most favorites out of all of them is going to be our Wicked one. How fun is that? All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're really going to give this one a real good coat of pixie spray, because this is a very delicate stencil. All right. And we'll give this puppy a moment to what's the word I'm looking for? To set up. And we're going to use Viper and Shady. Viper we're going to do at the top. Shady we're going to do at the bottom. And for this, I am going to use a Christopher Allen. Oh, wait, let me go and... Hold, please. I'm going to go grab 2 new brushes. Because it'll be much easier for me to use my brushes for this detailed stencil. It really is wonderful when you can just go grab some brushes. And boy, do I love these brushes. All right, so if you have not been introduced, these are my new brushes from my signature collection. We have a whole collection of things coming out very soon, and I love these brushes. Number one, because we worked quite some time to get them to be a real life product, but you'll notice, you see how they have this incredible what's the word I'm looking for? Incredible angle to them. So when you're doing a detailed stencil like this, and this is a very detailed stencil, this is what I am getting a workout today, aren't I? This is the kind of brush you're going to want to use. You're not going to want to take a giant brush like this and no. You want to use one of my new detail brushes. They are incredible. It also will allow you to take your time. How do you sign up? Oh, for SET, it's closed, unfortunately, but hopefully I'll get asked back next year. And if I do, then you will be able to sign up for it. Oops, there's some remnants from our, what's it called? And we do have stickers coming that will tell you which one is which. With based upon the Simon Hurley inks are what we're doing first. Because those are my favorite. Other than my own, of course. The stenciling bundle. Isis, that should be restocked. I can't imagine we can't restock it now. Heather, are you still here? Heather, are you still here? Heather might be able to go ahead and restock it now. It's probably going to be something that we'll be able to fix by tomorrow. I know that we have a lot of things right now that are out of stock that we're working on to get back in stock, because it's gonna be a good class. Are you Sharon, are you team peak or team weight? Isis, is that something that you wanted to order, or are you asking? Because I can go in and I can most likely. I know he was making. I think it's a stencil that's a problem. Oh, good, you ripped it up. And do you like the products for the class? I think they're a lot of fun. All right, hold on. All right, so I just fixed it. Nick is going to lose his mind tomorrow. But I fixed it. Yes, so you are good to go. Give it one moment to repopulate and you're good to go. Still no peak. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited to watch the unboxing tonight. I will be popping some popcorn and watching as the unboxing happens. All right, so again, going in, and this really, having this brush, oh, changes everything, right? So I'll move my brushes to the side here. Probably gonna have to figure out a storage container for them soon, right? Added a few to your brush caddy. Oh, new ones? Oh, just the ones that I've already used. These ones? Yeah. Thank you, thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3. Look at how fun and delicate that stencil is. Isn't that so cool? I got smudgy up here. All right, so now is when I'm going to take the larger brush and go in and add some oomph around the edges to make it almost look foggy. Like a witch's fog around it. Isn't it fun? And again, as I said, make sure you use a detail brush when you're doing it, because if you don't, you can very well run into some issues. Because it's a detailed stencil. I mean, we have different tools for different things, right? Detail stencil, you want to use a detailed brush. All right, so next up, let's grab our, and this one we're going to do very gently. Again, this is the shady. Sorry, Chris made. Oh yeah, I was looking for. I fixed it. Wait, sorry, Chris made dinner. Oh, that means you're eating. I was like, Chris made dinner. So what were you doing? You're eating. Got it. All right, and just that quickly and easily, we were able to make that wicked really wickedly. No, it was a question about something being in stock. I fixed it. I fixed it already. All right. Let's get this puppy out of the way. Let's get moving. All right. Okay. So there is our Wicked. There is our, we all need some sunshine and pumpkin spice. And there is our 'Tis the Season, if you forgot. So these are the 3 stencils. The name of the green ink that I used is called Viper. We carry it at Bruce Monroe. I think it's in stock. I don't know. It should be in stock. But I am not 100% certain. Which just means I didn't look before I went live. Alright, so let me grab our card bases. So we can get these puppies put on some card bases. We're going to add some gems, and then we're going to call it a day. Now, you could add, if you wanted to this, if you had little pieces like these here to the 'Tis the Season. If you have my little set that I did with Buttons Galore last year, which I'm sure we'll do again this year, you could do that if you want. We're probably going to end up doing our own this year, though, because it just makes more sense to do our own, doesn't it? I think so. All right. That's okay, Jamie. And how fun was it that we just did this with stencils? Literally, these are just stencils. They're not, we didn't do any fancy stenciling. We didn't have to do anything other than stencil. Okay, so there's our first one. Oh, wait, let me go grab my, gotta drop my stencils in the sink real quick. Hold on. Completely forgot to do that. And if you forget to do that, we can have trouble in the future. So I'm just dropping them in the stencil bath real quick. We just got more of our stencil trays back in. Has anybody out there been using their stencil tray? Anyone? Yes, every $50 you spend. So I'll show again. Every $50 you spend, which I have a feeling we're going to be giving out a lot of pumpkins tomorrow. But every $50 you spend, you get a pumpkin. So this one that I grabbed has one of my brushes. This one has an ink pad. This one has a stamp and die. And this one has an aqua pigment. So if you've ever done our pumpkin patch in the past, normally it is much smaller. Much smaller pumpkins. There's one behind me on the set now. But it is much smaller pumpkins, and we're not able to give as big of items. I know, Heather, I've been in the same building when back way back in the day, like 8 years ago or so. Heather decided to try to make a pepperoni roll. And back in the day when Bruce Monroe first started, we had this teensy tiny little like kitchenette thing. When we were in it was like a one-room schoolhouse, basically, is what Bruce Monroe was out of. And my mom bought us pepperoni rolls. And so I put the rewards code in the gift box. No. The rewards code, you have to be logged out, Isis, to use your rewards code, because it won't let you use both. So just hit log out on that screen, or check out as guest, and that's when you'll put your rewards code in. It'll still know who you are based upon your IP address. All right. We're working on eventually and hopefully building onto our website where you are able to do that without logging out. That's our goal. We have not been able to get a developer to do it yet, but that is ultimately what we would like. Because I know it can be a little pain in the tuchus. All right, let's get to gemming. What do you say? Also need a. We have a wish list. Do you have a wish list? That's where I put my stuff. Because believe it or not, I purchase stuff from Brutus Monroe every once in a blue moon too. But I do the wish list. All right, so we first did the. I think these are the topaz. I think. I'm gonna have to look. Yep. So we put some topaz gems on first. And then we're going to use some of the red shift. The red shift are great for fall as well as for Christmas and the holidays because the red shift is a red and gold shifting, and I love it. Oh, I love that. A spreadsheet. That's serious. And also very smart. And see, this is all we need. For the front of that. See that? Yes, you can only use one at a time. So I usually would suggest doing like multiple orders. Is what I always tell everyone. All right, so we're going to do a red shift inside of every one of these dots. And I would be lying to you if I told you that when I was designing this stencil, that's not exactly why I put all these dots on here. Okay, you can create a project list. Oh yeah, that's in the wish list. That is in the wish list portion. Correct. Yes, you cannot use both at the same time. If you did, I would be, if you were able to do that, I would be crafting with you by candlelight. Because we wouldn't have any electricity. There we go. Oh my word. That's going to be Gorgina when that dries. Okay. So last but certainly not least, for our Wicked, we are going to do one of my favorite crystals out of all of the Brutus Monroe crystals. And that is emerald green. If that doesn't say wicked, I don't know what will. I'm just going to add a few of these. I've seen a lot of people posting their hauls from the Wicked release, which I think is so cool. So thank you to everybody that's been doing that. And that's all we need. We have a new crystal color, or 2 new crystal colors, I think, coming out. Is it next month? I can't remember. I love that. I love it. All right. So here are the 3 cards that we made this evening using just that stencil release and a couple of gems. Whoops, let me move this up a little bit. That is how we made these 3 cards. And doesn't it look like they're like stamped and inked and, I mean, done so many other techniques other than just stencils. Isn't that cool? I think it's so cool. So that is that, my friends. Does anybody have any questions about what we made tonight? How fun. I mean, I had so much fun. I hope you had so much fun. Again, we whipped out 3 cards very, very quickly using 3 brand new stencils because it is stencil month here at Brutus Monroe. Make sure to stay tuned because we have even more stencils coming. Did you all love the masks today? If you love Under the Water or you love anything that's sea related, you would really, really love the masks that we launched today. Remember, all of our, what's the word I'm looking for? All of our stencils from Stencilpalooza are limited release. I know that the ones from the first week are at very low stock status. Where did I get my shirt? I got my shirt at Five Below. Do you like it? I got it at Five Below. All my shirts that I'm wearing this week are from Five Below. The one I wore yesterday when I saw you was Mickey Mouse, to Mickey Mouse Halloween. Today is Scream Halloween. And then the Mom, I think you're behind in the comments. I showed Kelly the Free Pumpkins probably about 10 minutes ago. I think you might have to refresh, Mama. I think she's looking at comments from before. Oh, good, Nikki. I'll take a look. And tomorrow I think I'm wearing Chucky, either Chucky or Freddy Krueger. You'll see my outfit tomorrow too. Heck, you're going to see my outfit all week. Because I have a very special live that I'm doing tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow you will be with the girls. The girls are going to be packing live. We have a very special release tomorrow from Brutus Monroe that will also be something you can grab during the live. And then we have our dear sweet Candy will be live again. She'll be live again tomorrow night. Yes, because she has internet again. Unfortunately, in Canada, we don't have Five Below. I have to go to Niagara Falls. Colleen, can you order? Is that something you can... I know that they now have online ordering. I mean, at least I thought they had online ordering. Yes, I'm so happy that she has internet now. You have no idea. I'm not sure. Oh yes, and a new craft room. Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. Remember, these stencils are not limited release. These stencils will probably move into the evergreen category until, well, the seasonal ones. Well, they're seasonal, so they'll probably be gone. I'd say probably the Wicked will be stocked until, I don't know. I have to meet with them about that. Love you too, Nikki. So that is where we're at with the stencils. Make sure if you want the pumpkins or if you want to partake in the pumpkin patch that these are available now, which is so exciting. I can't wait for all of you to get your pumpkins. And when you get your pumpkins, please hashtag Monroe Pumpkin Patch. That's what we're using right now. Be Monroe Pumpkin Patch is what the hashtag is, to show your pumpkins that you picked from the Bruce Monroe Pumpkin Patch. And we have a new t-shirt design coming really soon that is very similar to an old t-shirt design that you really love, but an updated, revamped version of it. So, all right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all very, very much. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is simply a memory or your own ending. I love you all very much, and I cannot wait to see you soon. Good night, my